My mom took my credit card to pay for a vacation and quickly regretted it. Family vacations should be fun, but in my family, they always turn into drama. Right after we got off the plane, my mom grabbed my purse, held it up for everyone to see, and said loudly, "We're using your credit card for this trip." I didn't panic. I just smiled, took out my phone, and opened my banking app. "Oh," I said calmly, "you're going to like this bank message." Her smile disappeared. She snatched my phone, read the notification, and her face turned angry. I knew this trip was going to be a disaster. My name is Sarah, and for most of my life, I never said no to my family. Every time I tried to set limits, they made me feel guilty and called me selfish or a bad daughter. I always gave in. But this time, I was finished with that. I agreed to go on the trip, but only if I was in charge. I booked my own flight, my own hotel room, and made sure they couldn't use my money. A week before we left, I called the bank and explained the situation. I set my card to work only near me and added a very low spending limit. My mom didn't like that I wouldn't be staying with them, but I thought she accepted it. It turned out she was just waiting for her chance. When we landed, she grabbed my purse and tried to take control, but I was ready. The bank blocked her from using my card. She hissed, "What did you do?" I acted confused. It must have looked suspicious. "Fix it now," she demanded. "I can't. It's not in my hands," I replied. Later, I checked into my hotel room, finally alone and at peace. No one was asking for money or going through my things, just me and a quiet vacation. The next morning, someone knocked loudly at my door. "Open the door right now," my mom shouted. I barely opened the door, and she shoved a crumpled piece of paper at me. "The hotel won't let us check in because our card was declined." "Fix it." "Did you not pay in advance?" I asked. She rolled her eyes. "Clearly not. We were going to use your card." I shrugged and handed the paper back. "That seems like your problem." She got mad, started yelling, called me names, and said I ruined the trip. I just closed the door and went back to bed. Soon after, my phone wouldn't stop ringing with calls, texts, and voicemails. I ignored them all. Then hotel security knocked on my door. "Your parents are at the front desk," one guard said. "They say you stole their money and left them stranded." I laughed. "Are you serious?" "They want to stay in your room," the guard added. "Absolutely not." "Do they have proof I stole anything?" I asked. "No," he admitted. Then the manager arrived and confirmed, "You pay for your room. Your parents did not. If they can't pay, they must leave." I heard my mom yelling while security escorted them out. I thought it was finally over. That night, while I was enjoying a drink at the resort bar, I got a new notification. Attempted login from an unknown device. Then, password reset request. My stomach dropped. I ran back to my room and checked my banking app. Someone, probably my mom, was trying to break into my account. I quickly changed my passwords, updated my security settings, and called the bank. They locked everything down. Then I sent my mom a text. "Nice try. Enjoy the rest of your..." I grabbed my laptop and made my accounts even more secure. I froze my credit so no new accounts could be opened without a lot of security checks. Then I looked over my past bank activity and my stomach turned. For the past 6 months, my mom had been taking small amounts of money from my account. $20 here, $50 there, small enough to go unnoticed, but they added up. She had been stealing from me. Without thinking, I called the bank. "I need to report fraud," I said. They took it seriously. They shut down my cards, started an investigation, and changed all my security information. Then I texted my mom, "Hey mom, I found all the money you took. The bank is investigating, so expect a call soon." She replied immediately, "How dare you? We're family. I didn't steal anything. You're crazy." I didn't reply. Instead, I called my dad just to hear what he had to say. I already knew he wouldn't support me. I calmly asked, "Did you know mom was taking money from me?" He was silent for a moment, then sighed slowly. "She told me we were just helping ourselves," he said quietly. My stomach tightened. "So you knew?" He lowered his voice, almost embarrassed. She said, "You be fine with it." I let out a bitter laugh. "Well, the bank isn't fine with it." Dad's tone changed into panic. "Wait, what did you do?" "I reported it as fraud. The bank is investigating now," I said. He warned, "You can't do that." I smirked. "Watch me." About an hour later, my phone rang again. My younger brother's name appeared. I hesitated because he had always been Mom's favorite, the golden child who got everything, while I was expected to be responsible. I assumed he wouldn't take my side. I answered, "What is it?" After a pause, his shaky voice said, "She did it to me too." I was shocked. "What?" I just checked my account. She took hundreds of dollars from me. Then I realized this wasn't just about me. She had been stealing from both of us. That explained why the hotel card was declined and why she was so desperate to use my account. She had drained both our accounts and now she was in serious trouble. For the first time, my brother and I were on the same side, and he wasn't trying to keep the peace. "Let's end this," he said angrily. I took a deep breath and replied, "Yeah, let's do it." We didn't confront Mom right away. Instead, we let her believe she got away with it. She was angry about being locked out of my accounts, but she didn't know my brother discovered her theft too. We ignored her calls and messages. The next morning, new messages arrived. "I don't deserve this. I'm your mother. You owe me respect." And one said, "This is your fault for abandoning us. We have no money because of you." It was classic manipulation. Soon, another call came. "The bank, tell them it was a mistake. Unlock everything." I couldn't help but laugh. She didn't know that the fraud department had already flagged her, talked to her, and was tracking every transaction. This time, I wasn't going to fix it for her. While Mom sent more guilt trips, my brother sat seriously with his laptop. He looked at the screen and said, "It's worse than we thought." I asked, "How bad?" He replied, "There are overdue bills, maxed out credit cards, and piled up loans. She's drowning in debt." This isn't just careless spending, it's desperation. She emptied our accounts because she had nothing left. We weren't her first choice, we were her last. That changed everything for me. For years, I had believed keeping the peace was best, but now I couldn't ignore what she had done. I heard betrayal in my brother's steady voice. "What do we do?" he asked. I took a deep breath and said, "We end it." That night, we put our plan into action. My brother called Mom while I held my phone on speaker. He said, "Hey Mom, I just checked my account and a lot of money is missing." Mom didn't hesitate. "Oh, sweetheart, that's terrible." Her voice was fake with sympathy. "Are you sure you didn't spend it by mistake?" I clenched my fists as I listened. My brother continued, "No, I know I didn't. I think someone stole it." After a pause, she replied softly, "Don't worry, honey, I'll help you figure it out." But my brother stayed firm. "The bank is investigating. They're tracking where the money went." Then her voice turned cold. "You didn't have to do that." My brother's tone did not change. "But if it was just a mistake, won't they fix it?" Her mask of sympathy broke. "You ungrateful little." She started, but stopped, realizing it was too late. We had her. I muted the call and sighed. I told my brother, "That's it. She knows she's caught, and we're done playing nice." The next morning, my brother went straight to the hotel manager. He calmly explained everything. Every false charge, every manipulative text, every lie. He showed the manager bank statements, screenshots, and transaction records. The manager looked more upset with every detail. "I knew something was off with her," he said. We also learned Mom had been causing problems for the hotel staff all week. She demanded room upgrades, badgered employees, and disputed every charge. The manager had enough. He called security. Security found her by the pool, drinking cocktails she couldn't afford and acting as if nothing was wrong while we cleaned up her mess. When the guards approached, she didn't even look up. "Ma'am, we need you to leave immediately," one guard said firmly. Mom finally looked up, irritation in her eyes. "Excuse me," the manager said calmly, "you are no longer welcome here. Your stay is over." She shouted, "This is ridiculous. I paid for this room." The manager replied steadily, "No, you stole it." That was the turning point. She exploded in rage, screaming, swearing, and even throwing her drink. Guests stopped to watch as she demanded to speak to the hotel owner, hoping it would clear her name. When that didn't work, she acted like a victim. Suddenly, she gasped and held her chest. "I'm having a heart attack. Someone call an ambulance." The man